Welcome to another enchanting adventure with Ingrid and Chris. Tonight we're traveling to the magical village of Luminara, where a festival like no other awaits. A celebration of glowing fireflies and magical wishes. Join us for this calming yet thrilling bedtime journey filled with wonder, friendship, and enchantment. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel for more dreamy tales. Once upon a time, in a hidden valley nestled between two misty mountains, lay the magical village of Luminara. Every year, the village hosted the Enchanted Firefly Festival, where thousands of glowing fireflies gathered, lighting up the night sky like a shimmering blanket of stars. It was said that during the festival, if you whispered a wish to a firefly, it would carry your wish to the stars, where it would come true. This year, however, the festival was in danger. The fireflies had not arrived, and the village was growing worried. The air, usually filled with excitement, was heavy with concern. The firefly meadow, where the festival was held, lay dark and quiet, and the villagers, who were small and gentle beings called the Luminari, feared that their beloved festival would be cancelled. In a cozy house at the edge of the village lived a young boy named Finn. Finn had always loved the Enchanted Firefly Festival, the lights, the music, the magic. When he heard that the fireflies were missing, he knew he had to help. With his best friend, a curious and brave hedgehog named Prickle, by his side, Finn decided to find out why the fireflies had not come. Finn and Prickle made their way to the village square, where the Elder of Luminara, a kind old luminary named Elder Bramble, was addressing the worried villagers. "The fireflies are missing," Elder Bramble said, his voice filled with sadness. "Without them, we cannot hold the festival, and our wishes will not be carried to the stars." Finn stepped forward, his heart filled with determination. "Elder Bramble, we will find the fireflies and bring them back," he said. Prickle nodded beside him, his quills bristling with excitement. Elder Bramble smiled, though his eyes were weary. The fireflies live deep in the whispering woods, but something must be keeping them from coming to the village. Be careful, young ones. The woods can be tricky. With Elder Bramble's blessing, Finn and Prickle set off towards the Whispering Woods. The woods were beautiful but mysterious, filled with tall, ancient trees, whose branches intertwined to form a canopy that barely let the sunlight through. The path was lined with glowing mushrooms, and the air was filled with the soft sound of rustling leaves and distant whispers. Prickle stayed close to Finn, his small eyes wide as they walked deeper into the woods. "Do you think the fireflies are lost, Finn?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Finn nodded. "Maybe, but we'll find them, Prickle. The village is counting on us." As they walked further, they noticed something strange. The air grew cooler, and the whispers grew louder. They followed the sound until they reached a clearing where they saw a large twisted tree with dark vines wrapped around its trunk. The vines seemed to pulse with a strange energy, and Finn could see tiny glimmers of light trapped within the vines. "Fireflies!" Prickle gasped. "The fireflies are trapped, Finn!" Finn's eyes narrowed as he approached the tree. The vines seemed to tighten, as if sensing his presence. He knew they needed to free the fireflies, but the vines looked strong, and there was something dark about them, something magical and unfriendly. Suddenly, a soft voice spoke from above. "The vines are cursed," it said. Finn looked up to see a small creature perched on a branch. It was a forest sprite, her wings shimmering like dew in the moonlight. The curse was cast by the Shadow Witch, who envies the light of the fireflies. To break the curse, you must find the Moonstone hidden deep within the woods. Only its light can free them. Finn nodded, his heart filled with determination. Where can we find the Moonstone? The sprite pointed towards a dark path that led further into the woods. Follow this path, but be warned. The Shadow Witch has set traps to keep intruders away. You must be brave and trust in each other. Finn thanked the sprite, and with Prickle by his side, they set off down the dark path. The woods grew even darker, and the air seemed to hum with magic. They encountered strange obstacles, thorny brambles that moved like snakes, shadows that shifted and tried to lead them astray, and deep puddles that seemed to have no bottom. But Finn and Prickle faced each challenge together, their friendship giving them the courage to keep going. Finally, they reached a small glade bathed in soft, silvery light. In the center of the glade lay the Moonstone, glowing with a gentle light that seemed to push back the darkness. Finn approached it carefully, and as soon as he touched it, he felt a warmth spread through him, filling him with hope. With the Moonstone in hand, Finn and Prickle hurried back to the clearing where the fireflies were trapped. The twisted tree loomed before them, its dark vines still pulsing with energy. Finn held up the Moonstone, and its light grew brighter, shining onto the vines. The dark magic began to fade, and the vines slowly unraveled, releasing the fireflies. One by one, the fireflies floated free, their glow growing brighter as they filled the clearing with light. Prickle danced with joy, his tiny feet pattering on the ground. "We did it, Finn! We freed them!" Finn smiled, his heart swelling with happiness as the fireflies swirled around them, their glow lighting up the woods. The forest sprite appeared once more, her wings shimmering. "You have done well, young ones. The fireflies are free, and they will return to your village. The light of the Moonstone has broken the Shadow Witch's curse." With the fireflies leading the way, Finn and Prickle made their way back to Luminara. The village erupted in cheers as the fireflies filled the sky, their glow lighting up the night. Elder Bramble hugged Finn and Prickle, his eyes filled with gratitude. "You have saved our festival and brought hope back to our village." That night, the Enchanted Firefly Festival was more beautiful than ever. The villagers danced beneath the glowing fireflies, their laughter echoing through the valley. Finn and Prickle watched as children whispered their wishes to the fireflies, sending them up to the stars. Prickle looked up at Finn, his eyes shining. "What did you wish for, Finn?" Finn smiled, watching the fireflies as they floated towards the stars. "I wished for more adventures, Prickle, and I think this is just the beginning." And so, Finn and Prickle saved the Enchanted Firefly Festival, proving that even the smallest friends can make a big difference. If you enjoyed this magical adventure, please like and subscribe to join us on more bedtime journeys with Ingrid and Chris. Sweet dreams, little adventurers, and remember, courage and friendship can light up even the darkest night.